Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel. The words echoed in my ears as I closed the laptop, the screen flickering off to leave me in the dimly lit room. It was a moment of escape, a brief distraction from the chaos that lay in my heart. But that distraction never lasted long. In the quiet of the night, as Aaron slept beside me, I stared at the ceiling, my mind racing. The life I had built, the perfect image of a family, was slowly unraveling, and I didn't know how to stop it. Every decision I had made, every choice, had led me here. I thought I was happy, or at least I had convinced myself I was. But now, everything felt like a lie. And the worst part was, I knew deep down that it wasn't just one mistake. No, this was something far more complicated, something that had taken root in my soul in ways I couldn't explain. Aaron, my loving husband, trusted me with his heart. He had always been my rock, the steady force that kept me grounded. Our marriage was built on years of shared memories, late-night talks, and dreams of a future together. But what if that future was no longer mine to hold? What if the love I had for him was being eclipsed by a passion I had never expected to feel? A passion for someone who wasn't supposed to exist in my life at all. Jaylen. His name lingered in my thoughts like an uninvited guest. The moment we met, it was like everything in my world shifted. It wasn't just physical attraction, though that was undeniable. It was something deeper, something more profound. A connection that both terrified and exhilarated me. Every glance, every touch, felt like it was tearing down the walls I had spent years building. But as much as I tried to resist, as hard as I fought to keep my emotions in check, the bond between Jaylen and I grew stronger, more powerful with each passing day. It wasn't just an affair, it was an affair with my soul. I closed my eyes, my heart heavy with guilt. The weight of the secret I carried was crushing me, suffocating me with every breath I took. I couldn't keep living this way, torn between two worlds between my family and Jaylen. I had made a choice, a decision I couldn't undo, and now, the consequences were catching up with me. But how could I tell Aaron? How could I look him in the eyes and admit what I had done? How could I break his heart knowing that the future we had built together would crumble before our eyes? The thought of losing everything was too much to bear. My marriage, my family, my nephew's future, all of it was at risk. Every day, I prayed for a way out, a way to make things right. But there were no easy answers, no quick fixes. There was only the harsh reality of the choices I had made. I thought of Jaylen again, his face, his smile, the way he made me feel alive in ways I never thought possible. I had never intended for this to happen. I never imagined that a chance encounter could change the course of my life so completely. But here I was, standing at a crossroads, torn between two impossible choices. Should I tell the truth, risking everything, including my marriage and the family I had always dreamed of? Or should I bury the secret deep inside me, living with the constant ache of guilt, the fear that one day it might all come crashing down? The bond Jaylen and I shared wasn't just about passion. It was a connection that transcended everything I had ever known. It was a union of minds, hearts, and souls that defied logic and reason. I had never believed in fate, but with Jaylen, it felt like something more than coincidence. It felt like destiny. Yet, the guilt gnawed at me. Every time I saw Aaron, every time I held him in my arms, I felt like a fraud. The love I had for him, the life we had built together, felt like a distant memory compared to the intense, fiery pull I felt toward Jaylen. It was as if my heart had been torn in two, each half pulling me in different directions. What would you do in my place? Could you carry the weight of this secret, knowing that every day you live a lie, you are betraying the person who trusted you the most? Could you continue to smile, to pretend that everything is okay, while your heart is screaming for something you can't have? Or would you risk it all, tear down the walls of your life, and set yourself free? I didn't know the answer, but I couldn't keep living this way. The pressure was unbearable. The lies were suffocating me. I had to make a choice. I had to decide where my heart truly belonged. But that decision wasn't one I could make lightly. It would change everything. And I wasn't sure I was ready for that. I had spent so many years building a life with Aaron, creating memories and dreams for the future. But the truth was, I wasn't sure I could keep living a lie. The love I felt for Jaylen wasn't something I could ignore, no matter how hard I tried. It was a force of nature, something that I couldn't control or deny. It had become a part of me, and in a way, it felt like I had found something I had been searching for my whole life. But at what cost? Could I bear the consequences of my actions? Could I live with the knowledge that I had destroyed my family and everything I held dear for a love that, deep down, I knew could never be? How could I reconcile the love I felt for two people, knowing that it was impossible to keep both? The sound of Aaron's soft breathing beside me broke my thoughts, and I turned to face him. His peaceful expression, the way he looked so innocent in his sleep, made my heart ache with guilt. How could I betray him? How could I let him down? But then, the thought of Jaylen crept into my mind again, and I was torn once more. This wasn't just about choosing between two people. It was about choosing between two versions of myself, the person I had been and the person I was becoming. And I didn't know who I was anymore. I sat up in bed, my hands shaking as I ran them through my hair. The room felt suffocating, the walls closing in on me. I had to make a decision, but every option felt like a betrayal. If I told Aaron the truth, I would lose him. I would lose everything, but if I kept this secret, I would lose myself. What was the right choice? Was there even a right choice? I didn't know. All I knew was that I couldn't keep living in this limbo. I couldn't keep pretending that everything was fine when my heart was being pulled in two different directions. The truth was, I was scared. Scared of losing the life I had built, scared of losing the man I had promised to love forever. But more than anything, scared of losing the love I had found with Jaylen. This was my story, a story I never expected to live, a story that was tearing me apart. And I didn't know how to escape from it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel.